Hi guys, this is Billy from Discovery. Today we are talking about the chart of accounts. The first thing you need to do is navigate to the Manage COA Springboard tile on your Nacreous Springboard. The tile and the functions within it will only be available to those who are authorized, so make sure you're authorized before you go ahead with this. This brings us to the Manage COA NGV. In here you can see the GL account, the GL account description, the status, whether it's active or voided, whether it's available for journal entries, if you can post to all branches or it's restricted to certain branches, whether it's a balance sheet or P&L entry, the natural sign of the GL account, and whether it's used for statistics. In Discovery, our chart of account is set up at 4 levels. So the first level are the 2 digits before the first dash, the second level are the next 3 digits, the third level are those 3 digits, and the final and fourth level are the last 3 digits. So to start at the highest level, you would click the Create Level 1 Account button. You will probably do this very rarely because this is a main level of account, which has probably already been set up in the past. So I'm just going to give it a number and a description. So you give it a number, a description, you determine whether it's a balance sheet entry. So if it is, you tick this on. If it isn't, you leave it off, and it assumes it's a P&L entry. And then use for statistics, if this is just a statistical GL account, you can tick it on or you can leave it off. And complete create. So here we have our level 1 account. So to create the next level down, you highlight the higher level. So in this case, I'm highlighting level 1, and I'm going to go create level 2, 3 or 4 account. In this case, I'm creating a level 2. So here you can see the level 1 account number and description here. I'm going to give my level 2 number and description. You can also determine the natural sign. So the natural sign is something new to Discovery Nacreous journal entries. It allows our customers to determine whether this chart of accounts natural sign is a debit or a credit. And then in the journal entry part of our system, we have a single hand column. So if you just put in an entry into it and the natural sign is set to be debit, it will assume that it's a debit entry. If the natural sign is set to credit, it will assume it's a credit entry. So it makes that decision for the user. So you don't have to use this feature. You can leave this blank, but if you want to go ahead and use it, you can set up your chart of accounts to have a debit or credit. It is also possible to put it at a higher level. So if I set this up at this level 2, then all my level 3 and 4 accounts will also all be debit entries. You can override that at the lower level, but if you set it up here at this higher level, it flows down to all the lower level accounts that we have. The next thing is available for journal entries. So this is just a header account in this example. So I'm going to untick this. I don't want journal entries to actually go to this GL account. And then used for all branches has to be ticked off because there's not actual journal entries to be done. So I'm going to go complete copy to finish my level 2 account here. So here's my level 1, here's my level 2. To create my level 3, I'm going to highlight my level 2, and then I'm going to go create level 3 account. Okay, so I can leave this blank, and if I leave this blank, it's going to assume that it is also a debit is the natural sign because that's what I have at the higher level here. If I wanted to override this, because in this situation, this is actually a credit account, I certainly can by putting this as a credit. Okay, I'm going to leave available for journal entries ticked on. So it's ticked on and used for all branches. If I untick this and then I go to used with branches, I can specify which branches I can post journal entries to. So in this case, maybe I only want branches 1 and 2 to post journal entries to for this specific GL account. I'm going to save my changes I just made. Okay, so I'm going to go complete copy. Yes. So here's my level 1, level 2, level 3. You'll notice here it has a DR for debit under our level 2 account, and it also has a DR under our level 3 account, even though I didn't actually specify anything. It's because it's pulling from the higher level. So you can make changes at a higher level and you don't have to go into absolutely every single GL account. You can do it at a higher level. So if we go right click, create level 4, I could create a 4th level if I wanted to. If I go view, right click view is a view only option. So it goes into the NTA. I can't make any changes, but I can see what's in here. We also have change. So if I wanted to make a change, I can go right click change. Maybe I want to switch this to credit. You'll be able to see which options are changeable. You can obviously, I can't change these ones, but because they're grayed out, but these ones I can make changes to. So you can see I made the change for the natural sign to be credit. Here it is now, it's a CR as opposed to a DR because I made that change, and now it's overriding what was happening at the higher level. So we can also copy. So if you wanted to copy, if you weren't sure about the where to insert and that sort of thing, and you just wanted to copy it to make another account of one that kind of already exists, you can just go right click copy on the one that already exists. Give it a new number, give it a new description. Determine the natural sign, available entries, if you want to use it for all branches. So in this case, it's copying the other one, which only was restricted to 1 and 2, so it's going to use that as well. Okay, so there's our copied one we just made. You can also void an account, so you can void it. It will open up an NTA and flip the status to void. You can reinstate a voided one, so if you void one and then later you want to reinstate it, you can do that by right-clicking reinstate. If you have a voided account and it doesn't have any transactions in it, maybe you created it by accident or in the wrong place or something, or maybe you did it at the wrong level, you can do a void and then a delete. You can only delete accounts that are in voided status. So first you would need to do the void, then do the delete. Next, we have the resume suspended transaction. So when you are in the NTA creating one or copying one or changing, if instead of completing copy or canceling copy, you choose the suspended copy or the suspended create or the suspended change, what it will do is it will save the changes you made in here, but it won't go ahead and make it an official GL account. It puts it in a suspended status. So it puts in a suspended status. It has a little lock, so you know which ones are locked and suspended. And then you do a right-click resume suspended transaction to complete it or cancel it. So this only works on entries that are suspended, and you know they're suspended because they have the little lock there. The final couple of right clicks we have is the expanded view. So this is a view that has more columns, a little bit more information about what's going on in the managed chart of accounts. This expanded view will open up and be filtered for this specific GL account. We also have an expanded view button up here. This will show you the expanded view NGV for all GL accounts. So this one is filtered for that specific record. This is all of them. Same with the audit. The audit NGV shows you a record of all the modifications and additions that have been made to a chart of account. So it'll filter for that specific chart of account, and it'll say any changes that were made, who made them, when they made them. This audit button up here takes us to the NGV, and it's not filtered for the GL account. It shows you every modification that's ever been made in Nacreous to the chart of accounts. And then same with branch restrictions. So here it's filtered and will open up an NGV that shows you the branch restrictions for just this specific GL account. And then this shows us all of the branch restrictions on every single GL account. So these right clicks are really just filtered for whatever record you're doing the right click on. And I think that is pretty much it for our chart of accounts. Thank you for your time today. And if you have further questions or need some help, you can contact Discovery's implementers using the above email address.